Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. Yesterday I got some footage of a pair of my African cichlids breeding. So today I would like to share that with you and share what I've learned about the breeding process. So please stay tuned. When African cichlids are in breeding mode, you will notice the males become more aggressive to other fish in the tank. His colors will intensify as he puts on his best suit for luring the prospective female to his spawning pit. In preparation for the big event, the male works hard, digging out a pit in the substrate, creating a nice little bowl. He will begin his construction when the female is coming close to dropping her eggs. Once his nest is prepared, he will begin chasing the female that is coming close to breeding time. If you look closely at the female, there are a couple signs you can look for. She will have a rounder tummy as she's carrying eggs. When her time is close, you will notice her vent drop down. Her vent will slightly protrude just before her anal fin. It will resemble a small white nub. As she nears the time to lay her eggs, it will come to more of a point. This is the passage the eggs will follow as she expels them from her body. Here are my Electric Blue Fryeri breeding. As you can see, once the female has entered the breeding pit, they begin the mating dance. They will form a circle with their bodies, following each other as they shake while turning. The female will drop an egg or two. As she turns to pick up her eggs, the male follows her, emitting milt for her to pick up with her eggs in order to fertilize them. This process can take hours as they are often interrupted by other fish. The male is very protective at this point and will drive off any other fish during this time. The female will drop anywhere between 15 and 50 eggs, depending on her age, size, and species. I would expect this little female to have around 15, possibly 20, as she's still young and fairly small. Once the dancing is done, the female will have a mouthful of eggs that you can easily see. Just below her chin, she has a pocket called the buccal cavity that nicely expands to hold her eggs. She will look like she's chewing gum, but what she is doing is gently rolling the eggs around so they form properly. She will tenaciously hold those eggs in her mouth, foregoing food for up to 4 weeks for the sake of her babies. After the breeding is finished, it's a good idea to remove the mum to her own aquarium away from the advances of the male. This will allow her a stress-free time to incubate her eggs. She can release her fry without the worry of them being eaten, and you can let her regain some of the weight she lost during holding before returning her to the main aquarium. While she is in the separate tank holding, she is unlikely to eat. However, you can try a small flake or two and see. Some people do believe she will eat tiny bits, and other people believe the last few days of holding she will actually take food in to feed her fry. Now, African cichlids are mouth brooders. What that simply means is that they incubate their unborn babies in their mouths until they are developed enough to be able to swim on their own. From the day of spawning, the eggs will show no signs of life until around the 7th day. At this time, the first signs of life appear. Their tiny eyes and tails will be visible, looking quite odd with a big round ball in between the two, which is actually the egg sac that will nourish these little fish as they develop. This stage we refer to the babies as wigglers. All they can do is wiggle without being able to control their movements. About a week later, around the 14th to the 16th day, the egg sac will shrink until it's entirely gone and they are free swimming fry. The mother will continue holding her babies for as long as she can, reluctantly releasing them when she can barely accommodate their size anymore. For the next couple days, she will try to pick them up, but in my experience, many are so happy to be free of Mom, they run. Being witness to this process is truly a miracle of life. How a small fish can be such an amazing, caring parent is really something everyone should experience in this wonderful hobby. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful Friday, and I wish you an excellent weekend ahead. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.